Hello everyone. Now let's see how to interface the switch using 8051 controller. So interfacing the switch as an input device is usually made. Say for example, if you are having a 8051 microcontroller, say this is an 8051 controller, and you want to connect a switch. So what we do here is the switch is to be connected to another port in a similar fashion. So let's imagine there is a switch here. So this is a switch, and this is supposed to be connected to a port. So this is, let's say, a port. This could be P1. So let's say P1.0 is connected to a switch. Then should it be whether it should be connected to VCC or ground? Actually, the switch should be connected to ground. You need to ground the switch. And the condition here in 8051 is always anything you connect as an input port, the port line should be at VCC, that is 5. They should be at 5. It is not the supply 5 volt. We speak it's the logic level 5 volt. So what happens here is this is supposed to be pulled up, and when you press a switch, this will go to 0. So we can easily detect the status of the switch, whether it is high or low, depending on the condition, whether the switch is open or closed. So when the switch is open, it indicates logic high. When the switch is closed, it indicates logic 0. In 8051, there is no separate control register to distinguish whether a port should be as input or output. So generally what we do is, we write an instruction. If you want to make a port as an input port, then we use, for example, if I want to make this as input port, then you simply use set bit. Use set bit the respective port. I use set bit instruction with port 1.0, or you can also use move instruction for the port whichever we are working. Say if I want to make all the port of ports 1, if I want to make it as input port, then move P1, comma. So we load these instructions, move 1, P1, comma, FF, then we can make the entire port as pull up. That indicates we can connect the switch. So this is how we can check whether we can make a port as input port. So let's look at some of the programs. So we'll okay. So now we'll write a simple code here. So, this is working with switch. So I'll be writing an assembly code now. So name of the file is switch. Okay, so what I will do is, as I mentioned already, whichever the code you want. So let me configure set bit. We will use port 3.3 as the input port. So we are going to configure this as input port. How do I check whether the signal is low or? So you have an instruction. So set bit will supposed to be making the port as logic high. Now how to check whether the switch is best? So we can use a instruction jump if bit P3.3. So jump if bit. So jump on bit P3.3. So what I'm doing here is I'll be checking for a condition. So that indicates the switch is connected port 3.3. it is pressed, then it becomes low and the condition satisfies to go to the next. What I can have is I can simply have any programs whichever earlier we have executed. I may load a port 0 with the value hash 0, or I can say some value in the program. So this is a simple program that I can demonstrate how exactly it works. So you can, before you compile it, you add the file to the source group. This is a switch. Let me add it. So now let me compile this program. So there is an error. Yeah, comma is missing. Yes, now it is created. We created a hex file. Now we have to load it to the target device. So use the debug option and start debug session. Okay, and go to the settings here and change the settings to COM3 as COM3 is connected to our device. And try again. Sorry, let's do this again. Again, debug, start of the session, settings, COM3. Okay, so now it's getting connected. So yes, it's connected now. So what I can show you here is, look at this. This is port 3.3. So you can see here, this is port 3.3, the switch, and here is our LED. So what I will do is I will make it to the LED. Now, if I'm going to press the switch, I'm going to get the LED action according to the code. So we have set bit instruction and jump on it. So if I press it, the switch, then so I need to run this code here in the run. So now if I press the switch here, let me press the switch here. So this is switch. And you can see here the value is loaded as 55 here. 55 values, AA value is loaded here as an action of that switch. So this is how the switch works in 8051. That's how we can interface the switch to the 8051.